Gogmazios, the final boss of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate's G rank, is an incredible final boss monster and one that I want to return extremely bad. While this fight, in my opinion, is not as grandiose as Dalamadur, it is still an extremely memorable fight against a titan of a monster. Gogmazios, the Great Halberd Dragon, has the same skeleton as Gormagala, as it has the same body type with the 4 legs and wings like a dragon, but the wings also double as arms. This creature is the size of a small building and covered in this black tar. The black tar comes from the gunpowder that Gogmazios eats, and luckily this creature hibernates for years, even decades, which explains why they are not seen often. But when one wakes up, it goes to the surrounding village armories and eats the gunpowder, which is where the tar comes from, destroying anything that gets in its way. The Gogmazios that you fight also has a Dragonator prototype lodged in its head that got stuck to its body on one of its eating sprees. You fight this Elder Dragon on the outside walls of Dundorma, which is a large settlement, and Gogmazios is attacking the town in order to acquire some more food, and it's your job to defeat this behemoth. Despite being so large, Gogmazios is an aggressive monster who throws out attacks regularly. Aside from the typical melee attacks, Gogmazios will also slam its arms on the walls of the arena while you are up on them, fire an explosive tar laser from its mouth at you from both the ground and while airborne, and will also constantly drip tar from its body that you can get stuck in. I wouldn't call this fight a siege fight per se, but it is certainly one of the best fights in Monster Hunter that has this much siege weaponry in it. This being the final fight of G rank in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate also plays proof of a hero at a certain damage threshold, at least the first time you do this fight, and that is always such a hype moment in a fight like this. This fight is another one of those fights that really amplifies the David versus Goliath feeling that Monster Hunter has, and the fact that Gogmazios is so aggressive while being such a behemoth of a monster is a big reason why this fight is remembered so fondly. Many monsters that are this big in the series up to this point were not that fun to fight because they were slow and felt more like massive damage sponges than an epic battle for the ages. This fight was a perfect way to end the incredible game that was 4 Ultimate, and I'd love to see Gogmazios return sooner than later. When I first saw the Oil Well Basin map that's going to be in Monster Hunter Wilds, it immediately made me think of Gogmazios, and I imagine many others had the same thought. With a location like this, I think it would be a huge missed opportunity to not bring back Gogmazios at some point during the life cycle of Wilds or its eventual expansion, but what do you think? Why do you like Gogmazios, and what do you think about the idea of him coming back? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next Monster Hunter Month video. Happy hunting.